It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And Shaq, we're coming up to the halfway point of the season. Some teams finally getting into a groove after a somewhat shaky start.
Yeah, every year is different. Sometimes it takes a little longer to figure out. But what's most important is you get hot at the right time.
Oh, that's right. I agree with that. And you have to have a lot of experience on your team. And those guys know how to pace themselves. And you can just kind of relax. Quality veterans won't allow the season to be a sprint. It's a marathon.
Tip-off coming up shortly. It's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The story here, Nicholas Batum injured, guys, and unable to play.
Yeah, Kevin, you could tell when he went down in that last game, it just didn't look good. And now that news just kind of confirms our worst fears. He's going to have to watch from the sideline, and really the timetable's still in doubt.
Yeah, it's part of the game, and actually this is the hardest part of the game. You hate to hear that. All we can do now is simply just wish him a full recovery.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Stan Van Gundy remains one of the most demanding coaches in the league. Dwight Howard played 5 seasons for him and gave Van Gundy a lot of credit for the growth of Pistons big man, Andre Drummond. He's going to push you to the limit, said Howard. His whole method is to get the best out of you. Throughout all the yelling and noise, you have to listen to what he's trying to say. Kevin?
At times, a contentious relationship between Howard and Van Gundy, but you see the respect there, sir. DA, thank you. The playoff picture becoming more clear as every day goes by. Chris, do you feel the 16 spots is the right amount of teams that should make the playoffs, make the postseason?
Yeah, I do. You can't have more than half. You can't have much more trying to make it to the playoffs. And then listen, every team shouldn't make the playoffs. There's winners and there's losers. You have to deal with it. So, I feel like, yes, that number of 16 is right on the mark.
Well said. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. Marcus Morris is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. 2 points, that one goes.
Well, even when Jackson gets bodied on the drive, he finishes the job. What persistence from the point guard.
On defense, Detroit. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, I expect this first one to be a battle of wills, though. I mean, each side trying to gain the upper hand, not just for now, but for the rest of the series. Now, a few years back, Michael Gilchrist decided to rework his jump shot. He took out that weird hitch he had coming into the league and changed it for a more natural-looking shot. It's worked well for him since the change.
And Chris, you think back to how Michael Kidd Gilchrist used to shoot the ball. It was not a pretty sight.
It's really added a new layer to his game. He has hit his mid-range jumpers with more regularity and has taken them with more confidence. As he gets more comfortable with the new shot, his range and consistency will continue to grow.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Now, when you watch this Detroit team play, you can't help but think about perhaps one of the most legendary teams ever to play in the NBA, the Bad Boys Pistons. The amazing team that would deliver back-to-back titles to my city of Detroit. One of the toughest teams ever in any sport.
Here's Bellinelli, covered by Morris. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. They set the pick. And shot on the way. And the shot falls short this time. And those back-to-back titles for the Bad Boys coming in 89 and 90. One of the few teams, Chris, to get the better of Jordan for a brief stretch of time.
Well, I tell you what, I grew up on this team. My home, Detroit. I love this team, the Pistons, the Bad Boys. This was a team full of characters, and they were all tough as nails. Zeke was the leader, but 1 through 5, and on the bench, everyone would put an elbow in your chest to discourage your shot.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal. They get the rebound. Pass to Walker. Rejected by Harris.
And Harris just using that long reach of his so well on defense. Shooters have to be more careful or he'll rise up and swat your shot away.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. No problems knocking that one down.
Oh, you have to like the play call there. Caught the defense napping a bit.
Outside, Walker. Right side, Kid Gilchrist to the paint. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. Walker missing again.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Here's Morris. Here's Harris. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Bellinelli. Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Walker against Jackson. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope, no good, shot missing. And Charlotte will come the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Well, they also made few, if any, effective adjustments. Defense is all about hustle, yes, but it also comes to scheme.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
One thing you know you're going to get from Tobias Harris every night is activity. He's always moving at a high speed, whether the open floor or in the half-court set. He opens up space and gets a lot of easy looks because of how he moves around the floor.
First free throw is good. And Chris, with Harris and his activity, it's not unusual to see a player that is as active as him move the way he does. But it is unusual to see a player with that strength and build do it so easily.
Well, Kevin, he sort of reminds you of Sean Marion. That's the Matrix. He has a diverse skill set, gives you a little bit of everything on the offensive end.
You know, Chris, for a lot of players, being called a tweener is a bit of a backhanded remark. It means they have no true position. But that might be a compliment for Tobias Harris.
You're right, Kev. That is exactly the case with Harris. He's considered a tweener just because he can have a large impact at both forward spots. He has the strength and ability to finish inside at the 4, but he's a good enough shooter from range to play the 3 and has no problem defending from either spot.
Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hornets, Caldwell Pope pushes to Morris. Harris passes to Caldwell Pope. Walker against Jackson. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Morris.
Just fantastic defense for Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Now here's Kaminsky, defended by Drummond. O'Bryant kicks to Kaminsky. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You can bet if he's left open from there again, he's probably going to knock that one down.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Kevin, at 6'11", Drummond is a legitimate dunker inside, getting a little room and taking off towards the rim.
Now here's Walker. Last time out he had 14 points. O'Bryant dishes to Walker. The shot by Kaminsky, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Kaminsky's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Walker against Jackson. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good.
Oh, you love when Jackson comes up with the floating J. The way he shoots, it makes it impossible for the D to do anything about it.
There's the pick. Walker with it. Picked up by Harris. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. Kid Gilchrist the pass to O'Bryant. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. And Bellinelli kicks to O'Bryant. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket by Harris.
And when you're Harris's size, you have to really use your length to beat defenders, and he is just so good at doing that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And the Hornets, Chris, have not found a lot of playoff success as a franchise.
Well, be honest, they have had trouble getting to the playoffs at times, but not last season, though. Have never been past the second round as a franchise. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time before they go deep in the playoffs.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Hornets.
And they love to spread the floor with shooting. A lot of three-point attempts, and that's been the league-wide direction, and this group has been no exception.
Hornets trail by 3. Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Bellinelli. They set the pick. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Chris, you're looking up and down rosters all the time, and you always notice the guys that keep teams together, the glue guys. They may not be the stars, but they're important players. In that regard, who are some of the better glue guys in the NBA now?
Well, let's just look at the last year's playoffs. I mean, you got to look at a guy like Boris Diaw that can play so many positions and come in and score 20 for you or not score at all and still stay valuable for his team. A guy like Draymond Green that not only plays defense so well, but does so many other things so well offensively, keeps his guys rallies, gets them together. And then how about Steven Adams just being a terror down there in that post, holding it down for the big fellas. Those 3 guys come to mind.
Great perspective. Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Kevin, and he was nasty on defense as well with 4 big steals on the night. Man, the mobility of Drummond is important to his team. When the ball is lobbed his way, it's game over for the defense.
Walker with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Kid Gilchrist with it. Picked up by Harris. With some arc. Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Lets it fly from 18. Shot's good by Walker.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
Jackson against Walker. Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. They grab their own miss. Shoots a three. Here's Drummond. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
One thing that Drummond might not get enough credit for is his play on the defensive end. He's very strong, not only at blocking shots, but keeping players from getting comfortable, keeping them out of their comfort zone. It's hard to set up in the post when you got a big man like that, Leonard.
And Chris, with Drummond, the defense also comes in the form of quick hands. He gets a lot of steals for a center.
Well, Kev, fast hands and good anticipation are part of that. The fact that he is such an immovable object on the block is just frustrating for his assignment. What is scary, though, he's only going to get better.
He's off on the second.
Drummond is a rebounding beast who eats glass for a living. Can't keep this guy off the board. He's not the most prolific shooter from downtown, but someone on defense still has to check him.
And here's Smith following Jeremy Lamb's three. Drummond the screen. Smith dishes to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. To the middle, knocks it loose. Smith. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a moment to see numbers for Zeller. 9th in steals, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
The Pistons have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
That free throw, no good. The Pistons, Chris, a team that continues to develop their outside game.
Well, it makes sense when you look at the Pistons roster. They've made sure to add more and more shooters at every position they can. With the team being built around Drummond, you want to open up space for him to go to work in the paint, draw those double teams, kick it out, and let the shooters do their job.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. So he comes up empty at the line.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Zeller setting the pick for Lamb. And Zeller kicks to Green. Second chance shot. Rebound, Detroit. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throw.
And on the road, you're missing your freebies. How do you expect to come out of that scenario with the win?
Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Over in the corner, Lamb. And again, the Hornets missing.
He could not have been more wide open. I'm sure he's kicking himself for missing out.
Who's watching him?
Smith inside, discovered by Sessions.
Not a tall, towering guy for a center, but boy, he can really get up.
Hornets trail by 3. Pick by Zeller. And that one's good. Sessions.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, when it comes to size, you have to measure this guy not by his height, but by his heart. You have to be impressed with how strong he took that one to the hole. The fact that this man was a few inches taller didn't bother him at all.
Here's Baines following the bucket by the Hornets.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Smith against Sessions.
Who's watching him?
Down low. Here's Plumlee. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now, here is Smith. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Sessions with the rebound.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling.
That puts them in the lead. And the Hornets lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here is Smith. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Benedict. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And just dropping the ball down inside, a timely assist.
Passes it to Zeller. Here's Graham, and he dunks it in right on top of Stanley Johnson. Oh, brother!
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Smith against Sessions. Over to the wing. To the inside. Baines pass it to Lure. Clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And for Charlotte, Chris, they've taken steps to further their in-house development of talent. This season is the first for the D-League affiliate known as the Greensboro Hornets.
Well, and I love it because now more and more you see franchises having their own D-League affiliate. It helps with the development of rookies and late bloomers. The Hornets have enough young talent on the roster where having a chance for extra minutes will go a long way for the team.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both.
Now, for a long time, the Hornets seemed adverse to taking threes. It just wasn't something they valued. Last season, they changed their tune and started taking a lot more threes than in the past. It was a big reason why they saw their offense jump up.
Now, here is Smith. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
He's really had a rough quarter on the offensive side of the floor.
The pass to Benedict from down low, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Graham.
Oh,
he got it!
Oh, wow.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, consistent pressure on the ball, taking some chances right now. The other side scrambling to adjust.
Pistons trail by 6. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. John Lure's out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Ish Smith. Then it's Johnson, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 spot. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Lamb kicks to Sessions. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Pistons shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Feeds to Baines. Inside from 10 feet out. Here's Lure, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Pistons. The Pistons shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Free throw good, Lure. And modern NBA defenses have changed pretty dramatically since the league stopped enforcing man-to-man as the only strategy. What do you see from that change?
I see from that change guys kind of losing their skill one-on-one, having to score because they aren't used to playing against true defenses. I think sometimes it's a cop-out for the defense. I think the NBA is a different league. I think the NBA are the best players in the world, and therefore you should be able to guard your man one-on-one. I think that rule may have been put in place so that coaches can hide defenders on their team that can't play defense, but yet still keep them as an integral part of the team on offense on the other end. So I'm definitely not a big fan of it, but hey, it's a rule, and if I were a coach, I'd definitely use it if I saw fit. But it's just so hard to rebound on defense, so easy for the offense to rebound because you can't see. You have to communicate that much more. But, you know, hey, if you're playing against a team that is shooting the lights out and you want to stop penetration sometime, that may be the way to go, but not a big fan of the zone.
Like that. Well, Chris, we're seeing around the NBA, from the Warriors to the Spurs to so many, the value of great passing from all 5 positions, but especially the big men, especially the front court. In your opinion, what advantages does a big man have as a playmaker?
Well, the big man has many advantages. One, if he's a beast on the post like he should be, Kevin, he should be drawing double teams. And what does that allow? That means that there are 3-on-4 on the rest of the play, 3 defensive players against 4 offensive players, and if he swings that ball quickly, just let the mathematics alone do the trick, and you move that ball and you'll have an advantage. What else does it do? Sometimes the player is taller and he can see over the defense and maybe attack from angles that shorter players can't do. And third, what does it do? Big guys on defense are not used to playing outside of the free throw line defensively. And so therefore your defender may not be as strong and therefore get his hands on deflections and things that you may see happening from guards. So yeah, you're right. The big fellas that have always been some of the best players in the post have been some of the best passers, and right now you're seeing that in order to be in the game, you're going to have to make your teammates better and not just be an endless hole in there when they throw the ball to you.
Yeah, great perspective. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, as you know, things could have turned out a lot differently for Stan Van Gundy. He was the favorite for the coaching vacancy in Golden State in 2014, but in the end, the Pistons owner gave him the chance to coach and run the front office, and that led him to Detroit. Well, the Warriors went on to win the title that season, but Van Gundy insists, if I had to do it over again, this is exactly where I'd want to be. And Kevin, he can build this team exactly as he wants.
Thanks, D.A., and after some tough exits in Miami and Orlando, this time he holds the cards. And you can see that the Hornets are committed to Steve Clifford, can't you?
Well, just think about it. It's been a long time since the Hornets franchise has had a coach that has stuck around like Clifford. He's the first coach to win 100 games with this team in over a decade and a half. He has had them competing each year he's been with the team.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor. Now look, with KCP, you have to be excited about what he can do in the future. Came into the league very raw, but he has put in a lot of work. Some big steps from him the last few seasons to take his game to the next level.
Free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And with Caldwell Pope, the numbers don't lie with his improvements. Slowly, Chris, upping how efficient he is on offense, and you know his defense will always be there.
If this kid can develop a consistent three-pointer, it'll make him a much bigger factor on the offensive end. The work ethic is there. He displayed that so far. He has improved how he moves without the ball as well.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Kicks it to Bellinelli. Off the screen. And there's the whistle. There goes Andre Kaminsky. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pistons trail by 6. On the wing, Jackson. Guarded by Walker. Jackson dishes to Morris. Stripped away. Right side to Walker. There's the feed to Kaminsky. Bryant the pass to Bellinelli. Charlotte moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look here at the shot chart.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often they are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off if they recommit to attacking the basket.
Pistons trail by 6. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Walker. Morris kicks to Jackson. Tries from 10. No good that time. And the Hornets now going the other way.
Oh, man, his form seems rushed today, like he's trying to get rid of the ball as soon as he gets it. That's why barely anything is going in for him.
And the leaderboard with some point guards who have been getting their hands dirty in the paint lately. Let's take a look at the top rebounding one guards of the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Reggie Jackson.
And it may not be the first thing you think about,
gentlemen,
but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
And it's that type of effort on the boards from him that demonstrates just how special of a player he is in this league.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. Well, a lot of franchises have something that they are known for or place a lot of pride in, Chris. And for the Pistons, that is easy to decipher. This team, this city, loves defense.
Well, most teams adapt the heart and the identity of their city, and there is a very blue-collar attitude with the great teams of the Pistons, and the city of Detroit loves to rally around teams like that. This city has a no-nonsense approach, and that pervades into their sports teams.
Here's Walker, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Knocked loose. O'Brien kicks to Kaminsky, and the Hornets miss again.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Here's Drummond, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Now, when you think about Andre Drummond, the first thing you think about is his relentless rebound. He's arguably the best rebounder in the game. Just inhales misses off the glass. Routinely, he can go out there and get you 20 boards easy.
He misses the free throw. Drummond coming close to averaging almost 15 boards a game in 2016. Chris, there's just no way to keep him from collecting shots.
Wow, 15 boards. You got to say that 15 times. And it just isn't his freakish athleticism that makes him so good. He has a great sense of time, and he knows when to release a player, and he's boxing out to go for that ball. He has more nuance to his rebounding game than he gets credit for, and also he desires it more than most big fellas.
Here's Jackson, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, man, what amazing speed and body control by Jackson. Once he penetrates inside, he's searching for the foul on his shot.
And there have been questions if Reggie Jackson can act as a true point guard on a team, Chris. He's much more of a scoring guard, perhaps, than anything else.
Okay, I have a career best for assists from Jackson in 2016. He just needed a chance. You doubt he'll ever be in the top 10 in the league in assists, but you don't need that from him. As long as he can get others involved while putting up some points, you'll be fine with that as a coach. Now, we all know Reggie Jackson is as quick as most guards in the league, but that isn't why he's able to get anywhere on the court. He does a great job of keeping defenders guessing with his change of speed. It looks like he's moving in slow motion at times because his movement is so fluid.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And Chris, with Reggie Jackson, he is so talented with the changing of speeds on the move.
And you can't underplay how hard it is to guard a guy who is always starting and stopping. It's a constant guessing game if you're a defender, and eventually you'll anticipate wrong. Reggie finishes so well in so many places. It's a big part of why he's a great scorer.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the right side. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 2 points. That one goes. And now just a 1-point Hornets lead.
And you can try to rough Harris up all you want, but he'll still find a way to hit shots on the drive. Just a master at reading the shot angles and getting the attempts over defenders.
And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. He feeds it to O'Brien. Dishes it to Kaminsky. Walker against Jackson. Walker's shot is off. The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Jackson dishes to Caldwell Pope. Jackson against Walker. Here's Drummond out to Morris. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. And it's Drummond with the jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Persistence by Drummond, never giving up on the boards.
Walker against Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Morris kicks to Caldwell Pope. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Now, if you want to see one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, just keep your eyes on KCP. This guy sticks like glue to any guard at either position. He's incredibly frustrating to play against as you just can't lose him off of screens.
And the first one drops. And with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Chris, it's not one thing that he does well on defense. It's everything.
And Kevin, whenever he goes up against one of the top guards in this league, it's a thing of beauty. He either forces a lot of turnovers from them or makes them a volume shooter. He could have a lot of first-team all-defense honors when it's all said and done. The only thing is he may get caught up in that head game of trying to outscore his opponent, and your offense is your defense at times.
Now, here's Walker. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Benajay pass to Jackson. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Jackson's got 11.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Charlotte calls timeout. And with the core that this Piston team has, they do a great job, Chris, of attacking the glass.
Well, Kevin, and conversely, the Pistons do a great job of limiting offensive boards while on defense. Every game they are getting a handful of extra chances because of their approach. The leader is Drummond, but there are a lot of other active bigs to fill out the roster.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
And they may have to address a number of things, including whether this is the right lineup.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Smith subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Walker. And the Hornets miss again.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
Oh, well, this is the hard part. Once you give up momentum, very difficult to get it back.
Here's Drummond. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Plumlee's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Picked by Zeller. Now the dish to Plumlee. Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And the Hornets making a change here. Sessions is checked in. Here's Zeller, looking for his first basket still in this one. It's stolen by Harris. And now the Pistons fast break. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Tobias Harris. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 2.5 steals. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And when Stanley Johnson was picked 9th overall by the Pistons in 2015, it was a bit of a surprise pick to many people.
And Kevin, you've seen flashes of why the Pistons were so high on Johnson. So far, he looks as strong as almost all small forwards from the draft. Who knows just how good this guy can get. One thing you knew about Stanley Johnson coming into this league as a rookie is that he already had an NBA body. He's deceptively strong with his frame and can close ground very quickly. He's hard to move when defending because of how strong he is.
That one is no good. And with Johnson, you know, the physical gifts, Chris, are just right in front of you.
Well, Kev, he reminds some a little bit of Jimmy Butler and how he first started his NBA career. He still has a lot to learn, but he can play tough defense.
And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound, just a little too aggressive.
Hornets trail by 5. Sessions dishes to Zeller. Graham with the ball, working on Drummond. Lamb. Charlotte no good that time either. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From 17 feet out, Johnson's shot is off.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed out.
Graham kicks to Plumlee. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Plumlee's got his second basket of the night.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
At the elbow, it's Drummond. Harris, right side. Fires from 14. Kicks it out to Johnson. The tray. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Now here's Sessions. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Cody Zeller.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush, very deliberate with his moves.
Smith kicks to Drummond. Here's Benajay, covered by Lamb. Benajay pass to Smith. It's stolen by Sessions. And here is Graham. He has 7. Zeller, a screen on Johnson. Lamb off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Harris misses. Hornets trail by 4. And Sessions kicks to Zeller. Charlotte moving the ball around. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Benajay. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. 6 points for him.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
Confidence is contagious, and when you see a guy like that finishing over a bigger man, it's got to motivate his teammates.
Back to Plumlee. Offensive rebound. Good D by Drummond.
Oh, wow. When he misses looks like that, I mean, it's really deflating. They need those ones if they want to stay in this one.
Sessions against Smith. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, give Drummond a lot of credit. He's just taking smart, high-quality shots out there. So smart, and not letting the defense dictate what kind of shots he attempts.
Now here's Sessions. Plumlee with the screen. And Lamb kicks to Plumlee. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
A different look here for Detroit. Aaron Baines comes in for Drummond. And Lewis subbed in for Harris. For Charlotte, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That's good from Plumlee. Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. The shot's good. Johnson's got 5.
And Johnson is just so long. He gets to the hoop in no time when he's driving inside.
Pick by Zeller. Sessions against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Johnson. On up the court. And Lure gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Sessions kicks to Plumlee. Zeller. Detroit with the rebound. Lure's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
Patience will come into play here for sure. Eat up the clock as much as possible.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Pistons on top, up 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here was Stan Van Gundy. Coach, you trailed early on, but what changed to get your guys into a rhythm?
You know, we just kept fighting. I don't know what changed. We just started playing. Our guys will keep playing. I know that.
Thanks for your time, Stan. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. Andre Drummond having an outstanding game. He had 13 points and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
That's it for halftime. We will see you and you too later. Now back to the action.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
Earning a double-double for the night is awesome, but doing it in one half, he is out hustling everybody.
Detroit leading by 7. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Sessions out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's O'Bryant in at the power forward. Bellinelli dishes to Sessions. And that one goes long.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Morris kicks to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets his points within the flow of the offense, that efficiency has helped them build this lead.
Stolen by Jackson.
Watch outside.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now an 11-point Detroit lead. The Hornets shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. They set the screen. Bellinelli with the 3. And again, the Hornets missing.
Oh, they haven't started this half off on the right foot. That's 3 straight shots they've misfired on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pistons raised a few eyebrows when they took Stanley Johnson with the 8th pick overall in 2015. Now, he's a great, great athlete, but some thought there were better basketball prospects available. But Stan Van Gundy says what you've got to bank on is a player's work ethic and commitment to being great. There's just something about him. He is a great, great competitor. Kevin?
And he's built like a tank. TA, thanks. Thank you very much. Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. It's good, and the Pistons lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Kaminsky. And you look back, Chris, at the teams that Stan Van Gundy has coached in the past, each one of them were considered contenders for so long.
Well, the job of turning things around here in Detroit has been nothing short of spectacular.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 13. Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Drummond. Here's Morris. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. Morris has got his first points in this one.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
And the Hornets call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Well, I just think they're pressing too much, not really in the rhythm. Have to let the game come to you.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte. Bellinelli for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
And that one misses. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Kid Gilchrist has got 11.
I really like how Kid Gilchrist plays smart within this offense. He tries to only take smart shots within this team system.
Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Rebound, Detroit.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 13, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bellinelli. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the inside, it's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Kaminsky leading the charge.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
Detroit leading by 11. Jackson kicks to Harris. The drive by Jackson. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. The Hornets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
You gotta love the strength of Bellinelli when he's taking these shots. Even if you whack him, he still drains it right in your face.
The Hornets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The Pistons have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Jackson kicks to Morris. Here's the screen. Walker against Jackson. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can see that Jackson has put a lot of work in on his mid-range J. Definitely a legitimate threat from there.
Kid Gilchrist sets the pick for Walker. Here's O'Brien. Shot clock at 6. And that That's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
Morris with the bucket.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Now, you have to like the efficiency that Marcus Morris plays with. Not so much his shooting percentages, but how effective he can be without touches. He can score without taking a lot of shots. He knows how to follow up misses in the paint and get second chance scores.
And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
And the Hornets with possession here. And with the qualities, Chris, you describe about Marcus Morris, that's why he's viewed as a valuable role player on this team.
Well, Kev, you have to love him. He can eat up minutes on the floor and not necessarily need to be involved to leave his mark on the game. You don't have to call a lot of plays for this guy. He can fit into any lineup and play multiple positions, which helps too.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. 8 points for him. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Hornets trail by 12. That's good from Kid Gilchrist on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half.
Yo!
Jackson down low, working on Walker. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Pistons lead by 12. There's a screen. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's O'Bryant. Detroit with the rebound. Luer's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Hits the jumper in space. Walker's got 6.
And Walker is what we call thirsty. He's thinking of firing as soon as he gets the rock. Great presence of mind from the point guard.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 18. He dishes it to Luer. On the wing, Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And Luer kicks to Baines. The shot that time, not on target.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
Pistons leading by 11. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Shot, high post, and it comes off the front of the rim. Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Now Graham, 7 points in the game. Pass to Zeller. Lets it go from deep. The Hornets rebound. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Walker. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Walker against Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Some changes for Charlotte. Plumlee comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Kemba Walker. There's the pick. Over in the corner, Lamb. Lets the three fly. And it's Graham missing. Pistons leading by 11. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Charlotte. They're sixth best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And checking out Detroit, 2.5 games back.
And right now for the Pistons, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
This is just not a team that is positioned to be very good at all. Now look, the players are doing their best out there, but they simply just don't have the right mix of players nor the execution to get it done. Yeah.
Pushing it up. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Cody Zeller.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Smith left side. Here's Johnson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, what about the concentration of Johnson? Just burying the bucket despite the harm.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
And 74%, so-so. We probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And Johnson, no good on that one. And the Hornets shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. Pick by Zeller. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Zeller. Plumlee with it. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. Oh, that's blocked. And they pick up 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's the screen. Smith kicks to Lewis. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sessions checked in for Charlotte. Passes to Smith from deep. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now just a 5-point Piston lead. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Smith the pass to Benijay. He kicks it to Lure. Smith outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. That's a foul on Charlotte.
Oh, that's just a solid play by Johnson, sensing the physical defense and going right up into him with the shot.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson.
And Johnson, the former Arizona Wildcat, certainly has a bright future in this league. The combination of shooting, speed, and length he possesses is just exciting.
Now here's Lamb. He's got 5. Out to Sessions. Now the pass to Plumlee. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Plumlee's got 11.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They set the pick. Smith kicks to Lure and stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. The pull-up. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Smith outside. From 7, Ramon Sessions with the steal. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Zeller.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit, but keeps on finishing.
Smith, the pass to Benajay. Off on the layup.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
Yeah, just outworking guys in there, being accountable, being the leader by example.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Charlotte trailing. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. John Lure's out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Smith, and it's Jackson, and it's the shooting guard. Now here's Zeller. 6 on the shot clock, and a wide open look for Lamb. And that misses. That would have put him up. Lamb's gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Jackson dishes to Morris. Here's Lure. Up and in on the layup. Lure's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pistons.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Walker's checked in for Lamb. Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Smith. And that one falls for Zeller.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller, Cody has a good chance to be the best of all 3.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and stolen by Zeller. Caldwell-Pope against Sessions, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell-Pope. And the Hornets making a change here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Feeds to Walker. Kicks it to O'Brien to take the lead. Knocked loose, but he recovers it. Walker's shot is off. The Pistons leading. Down low. And Zeller kicks to Walker. Over Jackson. Walker missing again.
But these are just terrible shots he's attempting right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
Caldwell Pope passes to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Walker. And there's the feed to O'Brien. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside for Jackson. No good on the shot. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. And a wide open look for Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
Now he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earn these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
And that one misses.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Charlotte making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
The focus. That trip to the line, they come away with a 2-possession lead.
Walker in the post, guarded by Jackson. Now here's Kaminsky. Bellinelli with the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Caldwell Pope's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dishes it to Jackson. Caldwell Pope on the wing, guarded by Walker. Drummond with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Morris dishes to Drummond. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Hornets trail by 4. Walker goes in. Charlotte no good that time either.
Well, his shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for him.
Good on the bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
He feeds it to Bellinelli. To the middle. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
And those long arms of Kid Gilchrist come in handy on the offensive glass, just scouring for any second chance opportunities he can get.
It's rebounded by O'Brien.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks.
Here's O'Brien. And it's sent back by Drummond. It's Jackson with the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got 20 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Walker against Jackson. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Count that one.
You have to love how Kid Gilchrist isn't afraid of working his way down inside, using his tremendous size to his advantage.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Walker. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The dish now to Harris. From the arc. Harris missing again.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Oh my gosh, he's really playing poor out there. It might just not be his night.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Well, he's always aggressive. As soon as he swiped it, in his mind, he was on to getting an easy bucket in transition.
So it's the Hornets now, after the basket by Detroit. Kid Gilchrist with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Kaminsky. They get the rebound. Pass to O'Brien. Second chance shot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Reggie Jackson.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And the basket by Jackson.
Wow, and with Jackson, he looks to score from any spot on the floor. So effective at getting to the basket as well as pulling up.
Walker against Jackson. Here's Kaminsky. That 3 off the mark.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Drummond passes to Caldwell Pope. And good that time.
Good. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Hornets trail by 10. Bryant dishes to Bellinelli. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to O'Brien. He kicks to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. It's good from long range.
I mean, really, like whenever Walker nails those jimmies, his stroke is just beautiful.
Caldwell Pope outside. Harris outside. Here's Jackson. They grab their own miss. Out to Morris. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Morris. Fades. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Bellinelli, covered by Morris. And Walker kicks to O'Brien. Here's Kaminsky, and another 3 for Charlotte.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half.
Pistons leading by 6. And here's Jackson. High, arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Jackson's got 13 points in the second half. Outside, Walker. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Walker is a superb point guard, an exceptional mix of quickness, shooting, and passing.
Well, one thing that everyone learned really fast is just how deadly, Chris, Kemba Walker is with the game on the line.
And don't forget, he's done it at the college level at Connecticut and now on the pro level. A big part of it is his ball handling, and he's so quick that he can get an open shot in a short amount of time. Having a quick release and being cold-blooded helps out a ton, too.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Detroit. Here's Jackson. There's the screen. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Hornets trail by 7. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Here's Bellinelli. Passes to Walker. Goes up on the wing.
And Jackson using his trademark quickness to bother shooters, really getting up all over them.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Now here's Jackson. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's gone 3 of 10 shooting so far, only 30%. Bellinelli with the 3.
Well, Kev, I'm not sure if it's because he's shooting on the opposite side of the floor this half, but he just can't buy a bucket.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And at 6'7", Johnson has the height to bang down low. He's terrific at getting quality shots in the post.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Following the basket by Stanley Johnson. Walker. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Great playmakers help everything run so smoothly. Excellent lead pass.
Hornets trail by 9. Outside, Walker. Takes the 13-footer, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
He's going to have to shake that off and forget about it. Got to stay confident in himself.
That's good from Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Timeout. And the Hornets call time here.
Start it.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
And Coach may need to revisit his play calling because it feels more like the other team is anticipating their every move.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
The pass to Jackson. Harris with it. O'Brien's there, and the basket by Harris.
Well, even when you are right in Harris's face, he feels at ease rising up for the J. You can only do so much against this guy sometimes.
Walker, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reached its apex. Those can be tough ones to gauge.
Here's Jackson. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, and the former 24th overall pick in the 2011 NBA draft, Jackson has developed his game as a true floor general who you can trust to run your offense.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. And so Jackson nails both of them. Hornets trail by 13. Stolen by Jackson. Lobbed up there for Drummond and stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist with the ball. Good on the shot.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Nice, and you can't forget about the bunnies on Caldwell Pope. I mean, this guy is definitely looking to slam it down whenever he gets an opportunity.
For the Hornets, this one not looking too good. Here's Walker. Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First free throw is good. Well, Chris, you did what many players coming into the NBA do. You spend a year or two, in your case 2 years in college, before making the jump. It worked out terrifically for you. But how do you feel about how things are set up now with the age limit in the NBA as it stands?
You know, I feel, hey, if you're old enough to vote, if you're old enough to go to war, then you should be old enough to play in the NBA. And so that's the rights aspect of it. Now, as far as a basketball fan and somebody that knows this game fairly well, I feel that guys coming in so young, it really hurts their game. You know, we talk about guys making it from high school to the pros, or guys coming out their first year, but not many of them really are successful. Yeah, we glorify the ones that are successful, and we should, because it's such a phenomenal feat to come out your first or second year and play well in the NBA. And so to take it for granted and to expect every kid that comes out, you know, those years to make it is just unfair. And so for me, I think guys should have the chance to, but I think it's more of a responsibility with that freedom of decision making, because once you lose that chance, you usually don't get a second one, and you want to be as mature physically and mentally before trying to make the jump into this league.
Great perspective. Here's Smith, 13 feet away, and the shot falls short this time. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
He drains the quick shot.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
Well, the fans have sounded lost and disappointed, which is exactly what they were hoping to accomplish.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the pass was right in stride, extremely accurate setting up the shot.
That's his first personal foul. Going to the line, Christian Wood.
"12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Feeds it to Baines. Back to Smith. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin. Now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond. For some guys, a double-double is a great night, but he makes it a regular occasion, and it's an occasion his teammates never get tired of seeing. What'd you think, Kenny?
This was the Andre Drummond that was the NBA All-Star. He's always impactful in the paint, but tonight he was extra special. They turned him loose, and he did not disappoint.
After they dropped their 2 previous games, you can see he was seriously motivated tonight. When times get tough, he's the guy you're leaning on. He came through with a big win tonight.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
The long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.